What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Ichiban Stunner. Got a quick review here, second opinion of the Astro A50 gaming headset. I really like these headsets, and I've had probably 4 sets, and I think that these are fabulous in a lot of ways. There's really only 2 cons I could come up with on these headsets, at least for me, and this is my opinion. One is this stand that these headsets rest on is plastic, and you hear it creaking. It creaks a lot, and it's just not great quality, not for what you pay for the headset. I like the idea of them including them, but if they weren't going to give you a metal stand, they probably should have went with one of these, which is my A40 soft case. I would have preferred this over that stand if it wasn't going to be metal. The other issue that I have is that you can't really tell when these headphones or headsets rather are charging because the mix amp draws power from your console. When you plug them up when the console is off, I don't know if it's ever charging or not, and I've had mixed results when I'm playing. So I just tend to plug USB straight into my computer, and that's how I end up charging mine. You know, let me know what you guys are doing. There have been a few issues with firmware, but you know, Astro has addressed those, I think, in a decent amount of time. There was an issue where you'd have sound cutting out sporadically, and it would not hold your voice / game mix, but that has been addressed now with the latest firmware that came out, I believe, about the 16th of August, and I'm happy. I will say that Astros take some getting used to, particularly if you're coming from Turtle Beach and the PX5s, which I think still are fabulous headphones. These, it's hard to explain, but they does take some getting used to. Your ears have to get used to what they're hearing. I don't know that it's actually any better, but they do have to get used to the sound cues that you get with this particular headset. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Once they do get used to it, you're in eargasm heaven. These are slightly heavier than the A40s, and you know, everything's about the same. But they're slightly heavier, and you don't really pay that any attention if you're coming off of a PX5 or maybe a Siberia. But it's not bad. It's just, you know, something to get used to, and they have accommodated you with extra padding. All in all, I think that this is a fabulous solution. However, after using them for 2 months, it depends on your money situation, if I would get these or not. This is a lot of cash. 300 bucks is a lot of cash to shell out for a headset right now, not when you have other viable options that are in the $100 to $150 range. You can get PX5s for 150, 120. You can get used A40s for that, and I think that those are great options compared to this particular option. The thing that's going to hurt these, I think, long run, and I don't know how it's going to play out, is you can't service the battery yourself. You have to send it in to Astro and let them put a new battery in them for you. And I hadn't had to deal with that yet. Hopefully it'll be a couple years down the road, but I don't know how that's going to affect the performance of these headphones as this battery deteriorates. But that is a huge issue. I think that Astro should have built these so that you could replace the battery, and you know, you wouldn't have these issues. But for whatever reasons, they wanted to, or at least had to, put the battery so that it would not be serviceable by its customers. So we'll see how that plays out. But that may hurt us going forward, particularly like me. I'm on the East Coast. I have to send these all the way to the West Coast just to get a battery and back. So, you know, who knows what that's going to involve, but we'll see. But back to the point that I was making. I think there are better headsets, or not better, because I think honestly these are the best headsets on the market, pound for pound, that you can buy. but I think there are more affordable, just as good options out there that you could buy, particularly because there's a lot of great games coming out the end of this year that people are going to want to buy that cost money. There's just the holiday season in general, and you've got, you know, the Wii U coming out, you've got next gen consoles, who knows when they're coming out, but there's other things that you can spend $300 on than a headset at this particular time, especially if you're planning to get like a special edition of the new Black Ops 2 when it drops. That's just my opinion. I give these headsets a 9.5 out of 10. Comfort, style, look. I love the flat black with a little bit of red in it. It just screams big boy toy. And, you know, there's another headset that I like that screams that with the black and red as well, and it's the PX5s. Say what you will, say what you want. I firmly believe that the A50s stole a lot of the good things from the PX5s of Turtle Beach in order to make them better. And I think, you know, touche, you know, they did a good job. Now Turtle Beach has to come out with a more durable headset that still encompasses all of the great things. I think Turtle Beach still has one killer feature that nobody else has right now, or at least none of the headsets that I have tested, and that is the Bluetooth while in gaming. I love that, particularly if you have people calling you all the time. I could click you in game and then go to the call. You'll never know I'm on the game and click out. I wish that was available for the A50s, but it's not. But that's a great feature, and hopefully it'll be added down the road. There's also talk that there's going to be some customizable presets that we will be able to build moving on down the road from Astro. Can't wait for those, because, you know, that's my kind of thing. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what headsets you're using. You know, if you got $300, you can't spend it any better than these. You know, if you're an Xbox person and you just don't want that one wire, you might want to go with those Triton Warheads. But, you know, I don't know. I'm in love with the A50s, but, you know, I could also afford them. So, you know, I can't speak for everybody. You know, if I'm all about trying to save you guys money and give you the best bang for your buck. So while I think these are great headsets, and while I think that they rival pretty much anything out there, you know, $300 is still a premium for a lot of people. Hell, you can go get a console for $300 right now. Take your pick. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what headsets you're using. I'd love to know, and how they work out for you. And if you are using the A50s, have you downloaded the upgraded firmware, and has that worked for you? That's all I got for this video, guys. My second opinion of the A50s. It ain't tricking if you got it. So if you got the money, these are a definite pickup. But the A40s are out there. They're cheap. The PX5s are out there. They're cheap. Might be a better option for you. I'm out. Peace.